Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. And this is going to be a reading for the Divine Feminine energy, however that resonates with you. Information for personal and private readings, which are very detailed, are down below each video and the description box below each and every video. Okay, and before we get started, please leave me a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and a comment down below. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get our message. I'm going to go ahead and give a good shuffle to these cards, and then we're going to pull a card for the Divine Feminine energy. Okay, this is a message for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so Spirit, please reveal to me, pull me a card for the Divine Feminine. What energy is the Divine Feminine in today? Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? So we got the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so we have 1111. For a lot of Divine Feminines, you might be seeing 1111. Maybe you've even seen it today. I know that I've seen it today, right? So things are feeling a little rocky today. Things are feeling a little unstable, okay, especially in regards to the home life. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you are celebrating a victory that has been a little premeditated, right? Like, so that's what we have here with this card. Let's go ahead and get another card for Divine Feminine energy. Okay. All right, we got passion, the soul. All right. And it is a number 14, which breaks down to a 5. So a lot of changes, conflict. All right. And Spirit's showing me like a ground, a floor, like in a home, and then it just falling through. So it's like what you feel stable, what you've been relying on, what you've been standing on, what you have expected. It just feels like it's all crumbling through. Okay. So we do have conflict here. All right. And let's go ahead and read this card, the soul. Look how beautiful that is. What is the spark that lights you up? The divine lives within you. Okay, Divine Feminine. Consider your motivations carefully. Know where your resistance lies. We all have more than one purpose in life, and having a passion makes us feel more alive. The idea that passion lives within your heart or soul is both an ancient and common one. To put your heart into an activity means to dedicate yourself completely or to make a great effort. Okay? To live your passion means your soul is expressing itself through someone or something. The Greek word charisma means gift of grace. In ancient Greek, it meant literally a gift shining through. So when you say that someone is charismatic, right, you could say that you see a light or a grace shining through them. They draw people in, they pull you in, okay? Passionate people are easy to identify. They are focused, they are action-oriented, and propelled by their intensity. The friend that cannot stop talking about their new love interest. The teacher who lights up when they are teaching their subject. The scientist who stays up night after night, happily working on the research. All are examples of passion in action. So whether or not you believe in the concept of soul, it is hard to not believe in purposeful passion. We do not need a spiritual framework to see the good being engaged when we try to attain something we want or believe that we can do. Okay, so feminine, I think that you are trying to find your passion again. I think that you have been putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort into something that just seems to be crumbling all around you, falling through, no matter how much work you put into it, no matter how much effort you put into it. You can't seem to get the stability that you're wanting, that you're looking for in this. And I think it's because it's become a situation where you feel like you are simply doing something to break through a barrier. You're simply doing something in order to do it, right? I think that your heart or your passion is not in this, is not here. And that's why it's kind of crumbling around you. Okay. So Spirit is asking you where your passion lies. This is your true purpose. Okay. And you know, when we feel passion, it's because we have a purpose in whatever it is that we're feeling passion towards, right? So maybe you're feeling passionate towards music because you have a purpose there with music. And we all have more than one purpose on this earth. We have many, many, many purposes on this earth, right? Like one moment of your life, your purpose could be simply talking to someone and bringing up their mood, right? Smiling at someone. Your purpose could be the next moment being a best friend, giving someone support. Your purpose in the next moment could be falling in love, union with your divine masculine. We have many different purposes and we are all connected, and all of those purposes are really connected to everyone else's, like a big, beautiful web, like a beautiful diamond shining with different colors and fractals of light, but it's still in the same space, the same dimension, right? We're all still so connected. So when you're feeling drawn or passionate about something or someone, it's because you have purpose there. There's a purpose there that wants to be fulfilled. Okay. And sometimes when we feel that calling, that purpose, that passion inside of us, and we don't follow it, it's like whatever we do follow can kind of start crashing down around us. We can feel like the foundation is being pulled out from under us because you have served your purpose. You have fulfilled your purpose in that area. And that's beautiful. That's something to celebrate. It's not something to be sad about or to cry about. You know, it means that you have fulfilled that area. You fulfilled that purpose. And now you're ready to move on to something else. Okay, you're ready for a new task, a new goal, a new purpose. Okay, because you fulfilled the previous one. So our passions change, our likes change, our views change, how we see the world changes, even our spirituality and beliefs change at times. And it's because you have a purpose that is drawing you, that is calling you towards those things in order to learn, in order to grow, in order to help someone else. Okay, again, we're all connected. So when you feel that pull, when you feel that calling, that passion rising up inside of you, you are meant to follow it. Okay, and this is, I feel, what the Divine Feminine needs to hear right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some more messages for the Divine Feminine. What do you need to hear right now? And, you know, we're going to be having some very heavy energy, okay? Extremely heavy energy up until, I would say, Valentine's Day. It starts to kind of balance out a little bit. Okay, I am going to do an astrology report at some point, okay, and with the tarot. I did have it wrote down, but honestly, it accidentally got thrown away. Okay, so yeah, and I'm upset because like I worked so hard on it. But anyways, what can you do, right? So we have some very heavy energy coming up. You're going to have to rely on your intuition because the energy we have coming up from the beginning of February, especially around mid-February, starting around, I would say the 8th, we have very deceptive energy. So you're really going to have to rely on your intuition during this time, okay? So let's get another card here. Another message for the Divine Feminine. By the way, we have Aries here. Okay, so yeah, you're being called to step up, all right, into another position. And this position is another purpose for you. Some of us have many, many, many purposes on this earth. And then some of us have a few, right? We have go the distance, feminine. Okay, so spirit is calling you towards something else, towards something different. And I'm seeing another 11. And this is why you're seeing 1111s right now, okay? Because spirit is asking you to follow your heart, follow your passion. And what you've been struggling with, what has been causing you stress, what has been causing you drama, because it's just never seeming to work correctly for you or in your favor. Spirit is saying, whatever that is, it's because you've lost your passion there, because you fulfilled your purpose. So it's time to go the distance and following this passion that you feel, because that passion is your soul. Okay, so spirit is saying now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to feel defeated. All right, now is the time to go extra hard. Okay, and again, really, really listen to your intuition. All right, your intuition is going to give you your leg up during this time. All right, because again, very deceptive energy in the beginning of February up until mid-February. All right, I would say like, yeah, up until 14th or 15th. Very deceptive energy. So we have to really heavily rely on our intuition. Okay, let's get you some more messages. We have awakening. We have boundaries. And we have share your voice. Okay, so one thing I'm picking up here as well, feminine, with go the distance, with all this Aries energy here, this passionate energy. If you've been feeling very low energy, if you have been feeling unmotivated, that is going to change, okay? And if you have been feeling low energy, unmotivated, I think that what you've been working on, what you've been putting your energy into has a lot to do with feeling unmotivated, because I think that, you know, like I said, you've completed some sort of goal, but you're not realizing that it's completed. Okay. So you are working on something that is in completion for you. And sometimes when we do that, it can just fall down around us. It's already finished, right? So you're going through this awakening. All right. And that passion you feel rising up within you is part of this awakening. This is actually an energetic upgrade. So you are ascending. I'm seeing that a lot of this is happening while you're sleeping. Okay. So for the past few months, you might have been feeling extra tired when you're waking up. And again, feeling like you just don't have the motivation, the drive. And this is because you have been receiving energetic upgrades while you've been sleeping. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that you are kind of stepping into this new soul blueprint for yourself. Okay. And your energetic blueprint needed upgrading is the way that Spirit is putting it here. Okay, so you're going to be feeling a lot more energized, is what I'm getting here as well. Okay, so those upgrades that have been happening while you've been sleeping, okay, have really started taking hold. And that's that pull you feel that's trying to push you or pull you into a new direction. Okay, and you're going to have the energy to go in this direction. Okay, Spirit was kind of priming you with these upgrades. So right now you're like ready for anything. We have boundaries. Okay, where do you need to establish better boundaries? All right, this is what Spirit is asking you right now. We also have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. You have really been afraid of expressing yourself. You've been afraid of expressing your passion. You've been afraid of following what you really want to do in your heart. Okay. And you've created a boundary for yourself in doing this because I think you're afraid of it not being accepted. I think that you're afraid of persecution. So you haven't been sharing your voice. And I can tell you that there is a large number of people out there who your voice would be helping right now. And I think that a part of your soul's mission right now is to share your voice, is to express yourself, share your ideas, and to come out of this cave that you've been in. Okay. And I think that whatever you've been previously putting your energy into hasn't been helping you to express yourself, to share your voice. And I think there's ideas that you are very passionate about. There's feelings you have that you're very, very passionate about what's going on today, or about experiences that you've had in your life. And you have put up boundaries from accomplishing that purpose that you have, right? And sharing your voice because you've been afraid of persecution. You've been afraid of being shut down, of being misunderstood. Okay, and Spirit wants you to know that you're not going to be misunderstood. All right, there's a whole large group of people who also feel the same way you do, who are also waiting for someone to speak up so they can join you, so they can back you, so that they can be that support system for you in whatever it is that this is. And I feel like for some of you, it could be singing, wanting to express yourself through music, through art, through singing, and you're afraid. You're afraid to let people hear your voice because you're afraid that they'll put you down. You're afraid that they'll tell you that they don't like your singing, or you'll be persecuted for putting yourself out there. But Spirit wants you to know that this is your purpose right now, and you don't have to be afraid. Because the same as you can be a voice for yourself right now, you can be a voice for others. And you are charismatic. When you have passion, you have charisma, and you're going to drive people in. And I see that you're very charismatic. All you have to do is step up and speak, or sing, or express yourself in whatever way. And if it's authentic, if you're really putting your heart, your soul into it, there will be those who will be drawn to you. Absolutely. And I can tell you, there are those out there who are waiting to hear your voice. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a couple more cards for the Divine Feminine energy. We have Spiritual Decree, number 41. We have 18, Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, and Paradigm Shift. Okay, so we have 414. So you might be seeing 414. And if you're seeing 414, also with 1111, this is Spirit letting you know that you are ascending. You have everything you need inside of you to get through this, okay? And I think that the past few years, whatever it is you have been working on, you have accomplished, you have completed, and you have completed a spiritual decree, right? This is like knowing or understanding yourself and your situation in a way that you have really ascended to like one of the highest levels here in the work that you were doing and the purpose that you were doing. And so in order to ascend further, it's time to have a paradigm shift. Okay. I'm also seeing with Ascension here, Spirit saying you are having Ascension symptoms. There might be some tightness in your chest, migraines as well. So Spirit is saying, don't worry. This is just your spirit integrating all of those upgrades you have been receiving when you have been sleeping. So it takes a little while for the physical body to get used to these upgrades. Okay. But definitely don't stress over it. You can definitely do some meditation to help to alleviate some of that. Or just simply ask your spirit guides to just simply give you a break for a couple days. They have a tendency to listen to that. Okay. So with the Rainbow Bridge, you are kind of in this in-between period. Okay. And this paradigm shift, right? So you're like getting ready to open the door. You're getting ready to walk through it. But I'm also seeing that you are going to be acting as a bridge for divine energy, and it's going to be coming through your expression. So whatever way that you express yourself, this expression is a divine bridge. You are connecting divine higher self energy, right, with the physical 3D energy. So this passion is actually divine energy. When you express yourself in that way, it is divine energy and it acts as a bridge. Okay. And I think that you are also meant to bring people to this place to where they can also have this paradigm shift, right? Like they can also take you as an inspiration to allow themselves to express their divine energy, right? To be able to speak up for their self or whatever it is, be able to express their self, right? But I'm seeing a major, major paradigm shift here in your life. And that can feel uncomfortable, but it is for the better. Absolutely. So let's get some more cards to clarify these. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. So we're going to start with Spiritual Decree. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. So feminine, I feel like, well, again, like I said, you're at this crossroads. You're kind of at this bridging point in your ascension, okay, where you have completed a purpose. We have many, many purposes on this earth, right? And they never end until we leave this earth. So, of course, your purposes aren't completed. Your purpose is not done. And with Judgment here, this is a new assignment, okay? It's a spiritual assignment. And I think that you were kind of in this stage before where you were really getting to know yourself, getting to know spirit, getting to know your connection with spirit. And again, you've kind of developed like this spiritual knowledge, this spiritual diploma, if you will. Okay. So, yeah, I think that you're meant now to speak. You're meant to be heard. All right, is what I'm seeing here as well. So yeah, this is also spirit saying, listen, you have a new purpose now. You're being drawn in a new direction because you're meant to go in a new direction, okay? And you have all the spiritual knowledge that you need within you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. All right, so we have the Three of Cups. So I really think for some of you, you might have been, been around, been drawn and pulled to certain people or certain situations for a certain amount of time, okay? And I do feel like you are with these people in order to learn things spiritually, okay? But you are also meant to serve as like this rainbow bridge for them. So I'm seeing that you've brought a lot of light, a lot of healing to a certain community or, again, friendship or relationship. But you're feeling lately like these same relationships or community or situation has been stunting your spiritual growth. Okay. And so while I think that you are brought to these people's life in order to learn something from them and them from you as well, I think that you are going to meet new people, okay, new friends, a new community. And I'm seeing that that is calling to you, okay, because I think that you are needed there, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, there's something about your vibration, your energy, those downloads you've been receiving, it's going to be needed for where you're going, and you're being drawn to a new space, a new community, new friendships. Okay, so these are going to be people that you are going to be ascending with. All right, these people are on the same level as you at this point in your life, so they are also acting as a bridge. They are also in this transition period where you are going to have people that are going through this ascension with you, okay? Not just watching you go through it, not just listening to you go through it, whatever. They're actually going to be going through it with you, okay? And you're going to be able to connect with these people on a deeper level and on a more spiritual level. So you're going to experience friendship and connections on a level that you haven't experienced yet, okay? Because first, Spirit wanted you to know this knowledge, have this spiritual knowledge of yourself, okay, and the spiritual knowledge in general. All right, so you might be feeling called to move, okay, to move homes. You might be feeling called to break away from family, to break away from connections, or things just aren't going well, you know, in the home space, in the family. And that's completely normal right now. This is a transition period, okay? So this is just priming you, readying you for what's to come. If you're feeling drawn towards another area, towards another community, it's because you are needed there. All right. So we have paradigm shift here as well. All right. Getting ready to walk through that door and experience a different side of spirituality, a different side of life, a different side of expressing yourself, a different side of yourself. Yeah, we have the King of Swords here. All right. So this is expression. This is also a new way of expressing yourself. Okay. So there's many different ways we have of expressing ourselves. And I feel like you're being drawn to express yourself in a new way with new people. And this is going to bring about an ascension and a paradigm shift, not just for you, but the people who are going to be around you. If you have asked Spirit to bring you more like-minded people who understand you, who can go through kind of the same things you go through, Spirit has listened, and this is what this is. Spirit is bringing you to those people. Look at that, Ten of Pentacles. So your soul tribe, your soul family, your support system, your spiritual support system, Okay, so beautiful, beautiful energy. And I feel like the people you are getting ready to meet, this is long lasting relationships. This is lifetime friendships on a spiritual level. Okay. So lasting lifetime connections. All right, let's get you some advice from Spirit. Further. Okay. All right. For Divine Feminine, we have, you're not for everyone. Okay. Embrace your weirdness. Okay. Who cares? Like, if someone isn't okay with the way that you express yourself, like, I feel like a lot of the people who are around you right now, there's conflict because it feels like they're just not accepting you anymore. They're not accepting your growth, right? And it's actually like they've kind of inhibited you from really expressing yourself the way that you want to, or even experimenting with the way that you express yourself. And these people, even at times, have judged you or made you feel strange or weird because of your spirituality, or because of the way that you express yourself. So, Spirit is saying, you know what? You're not going to be for everyone. Not everyone has to love you. Not everyone has to like you. Okay. Embrace your weirdness. It's what sets you apart. Okay. It's your uniqueness. And only you can bring that special, unique touch to the earth and to the people around you. Okay. Your weirdness, the uniqueness, the things you've been shying away from for fear of being persecuted or misunderstood or whatever it is actually your true north. That is actually what you're supposed to be following. That is your north node, okay? Your north star. So follow that, feminine, even if it feels uncomfortable, okay? That is your authenticity. That is your unique touch that you bring to the world, okay? So don't ever let anyone make you feel weird or strange or anything like that. Okay, because that weirdness is your true north. Follow that. Okay, I bet you will be surprised where it takes you. All right, so one more card, feminine. Message to you from Spirit. So we got the glacier here. All right. And it's about changes, of course, unconscious changes like the upgrades you've been receiving while you were sleeping. Okay. And the depths, how deep this can actually go. If you see pictures of glaciers, oceans, or whales, okay. Spirit is reminding you that changes are taking place and it is a very, very deep level, okay, of changes. So you may feel you are swimming in a stagnant water, but just because the waters are still right now, it doesn't mean there's not an abundance of new life, new beginning, new friends, and movement bubbling just below the surface. The changes you want are happening slowly because a transformation as deep as this does not just happen overnight. It takes time because the transition and the changes are so deep, right? It's energetic, it is unconscious, so it takes time. Though down below on an unconscious or a very subtle level, the changes you desire are forming as we speak. If you can take a moment to be content in the stillness and nothingness, you will be able to feel these subtle changes taking place. Look back and take note of how far you have come. Do your cells feel more alive? Do you feel more breath in your body? When you look in the mirror, are you glowing more? Are your dreams changing? There is more going on below the surface than you can even know. A giant transformation is taking place. And as the unconscious slowly becomes conscious, the light in your psyche will grow bright enough to reveal the wondrous depths and the wholeness of you. All the uniqueness, all the weirdness, all of the authenticness, all of the you is the bright light inside of you that should be shown forth. That charisma, the light inside of you, that's the weirdness. That's the strangeness. That's the uniqueness. That is everything that is uniquely you. That is no one else. So let that charisma shine. Draw people in, right? And that's what you have, feminine. Okay, so don't be afraid to be yourself. All right? And that is the reading for you, feminine. I hope that it was helpful in some way. I hope that it could bring you some insight. And again, thank you so much for joining me. If you have not liked or subscribed, please do so and help me expand my channel. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated with you. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.